Hey, g'day folks, how you going? Hey look, quick update on my last video I put up before about the install of the DCDC charger into the caravan here. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up here which will send you to where that video is. Have a look at that one. But if you have seen it, you might have noticed at the end of it I was pretty happy with the install when I'd done it, because when I connected it all up there was no smoke. I think that's a success, which is always a good thing. And I did say at the time it appeared to be working, everything fine. Now when I plugged the solar power in, it went through to the charger. The charger indicated with its lights that it knew there was a solar panel there and it was going into charge mode, and everything seemed to be working alright. When I had the car hooked up, it detected that there was the alternator running. And it would go into charge mode, and I thought that was all good, and I thought plenty of lights, all that's happening, there was no problems. But after I played around with it for a little bit, I discovered what was happening was when the alternator was attached, or when it was attached to the car, it detected the alternator, and then after about 20 or 30 seconds or something would click in and start charging. And then after about another 20-30 seconds or something, the whole thing would basically shut down and reboot. So I guess some sort of overload was triggered inside the charging unit. And I thought, well, that's not right, what's going on here? And I'll tell you what, I spent about, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks stuffing about trying to work out what the problem was. And I'd gone through the books, and I checked the wiring, make sure everything was going to where it was supposed to go to. Earths went to earths, and things went to chassis that were supposed to go to chassis. And it had me buggered. I couldn't work out what it was. And then one day I had a light bulb moment, which I only get one of them a year, so that's it for this year. It's all downhill from now. But I thought, I wonder if, because this back panel in here is where I actually had it all bolted into. And I thought, I wonder if that metal in the back there is actually attached to the battery, as in like the earth, you know. So I got the multimeter out and checked and found out it actually isn't connected to the battery. So what I think has been happening is there is obviously some kind of earth connection which is going through to the battery, probably through something within the components themselves. But when you're trying to run off the alternator and it's using a lot of current, it's probably can't get a good enough connection to the earth through that, and that's why it's cutting out. So I have put a bolt, I've attached a wire to the bolt which now attaches to the battery post of the negative, and that all works now. So it all goes good now. The point of what I wanted to bring up in this video was, if you are wiring something like this up as well and you're sending it to the chassis, something inside the caravan, check to make sure that what you're attaching to is actually still connected to the battery itself. While it might be connected to the chassis of the body of the caravan, which is going off to the car, your onboard battery negative may not be connected to the body of the caravan, and that's why you're not getting an earth connection. So just check that to make sure, and that way if you've got that, then everything should be good. So anyway, just like I said, quick one, just an upgrade on an update on all that process there. Haven't actually used it yet, going away in a couple of weeks time, and we'll test it all that then, and I'll let you know how it goes after all that. So until next time, happy travels.